What's up guys, and welcome to the Gamebreakers World Cup Diary. In this video series we'll just be talking about the World Cup, the happenings and everything that's sort of going on around the tournament. What goes on, the matches, previews, reviews of matches, and we'll also be following England's progress throughout the tournament, and then obviously when they get knocked out we'll just be talking about the tournament in general. For anybody wondering, the game in the background, as always, the game that will always be shown throughout this series will be the FIFA World Cup game, FIFA World Cup Brazil 2014. Basically, the FIFA version of the World Cup game. PES Predicts, which is another one of our video series, will run alongside this. That'll be doing match predictions for certain matches throughout the tournament, but that's a separate series entirely. I'm not going to go on about this because, yeah. So, the tournament starts a couple of days. First match is Brazil-Croatia, which, funnily enough, is also the match in the background of this video. There'll be a PES Predicts on that match as well. But yeah, so that's the first match of the tournament. Yeah, okay, so it's Brazil's tournament, so they open it. Obviously, Spain are the holders, so they play their first match the next day against the team that they beat to win the trophy 4 years ago, the Netherlands. So that'll be a very interesting one, because I'm sure the Dutch will want revenge from the final 4 years ago, and yeah, Spain will want to win that match to basically get the double over the Dutch in World Cups. So yeah, that'll be an interesting one. Brazil-Croatia, the first match of the tournament. It doesn't really interest me, only because they're playing Croatia. I've got nothing against Croatia, but Spain-Netherlands has more appeal to it than Brazil-Croatia. But obviously, you know, it was a random draw, so you know, it's not Croatia's fault, really, that they're in the first game. For all I know, they could upset Brazil, and you know, anything can happen. It's a World Cup. What else do we need to talk about? Oh yeah, and then after the Spain Netherlands game, like the day after, England play their first game in Manaus. So yeah, England play Italy in their first group game. There's a load of other matches. I'm not going to go into details on who's in what group. You already know all of that stuff. This video is just sort of telling you what we're going to be doing throughout the tournament, talking about all the goings on and all of that stuff. So yeah, what else can I talk about? Oh yeah, the Brazil World Cup, the stadiums. They've, as with all major tournaments, the stadiums are never finished. In Brazil, this instance, they had 3 stadiums that were not finished. They were at 98% a couple of days ago, because there's an online checker for them. So they were all at 98%. Well, I say all of them. The 3 that weren't finished, and just looking now, the one at, I believe it was Sao Paulo, the Arena de Sao Paulo, with a 61,606 capacity. That was at 98 completion. It didn't have that many seats in it at the last check. It was a couple of thousand short. So hopefully they'll be ready for the first match, because the first match is going to be held in Sao Paulo, which is something that I find strange, because every World Cup that I've watched, the first match has been played in the stadium where the final is also held. So that stadium opens and closes the tournament. Brazil, no. And I've also noticed that obviously Manaus is the most northern, and it's also the most secluded. If you look on the Brazilian map, where it shows all the stadiums and their locations and stuff, you'll see that Manaus is miles away from any of the other stadiums. So yeah. But in a way, I can understand why they've done that. So it's not just in a certain part of the country; it's widespread all over. But that's not the point. The point is, it's miles away from everywhere. And I understand they want more people to view it, but it is in the Amazon rainforest. I mean, I know there's houses around it and stuff, but it's in the Amazon. I can understand they want more people to feel in the World Cup spirit. By doing that, they've got to spread it out along the country. But you know, all the others are quite close together. To be honest with you, they're all in like the sort of the south of Brazil and the east of Brazil, the east side of Brazil. But you know, that's that. Anyway, I've just whittled on about stuff. So yeah, I'm going to wrap up this video now. And yeah, there'll be more from the Gamebreakers World Cup Diary over the next couple of days. So keep checking, because we will keep you updated on the ongoings and our opinions on the 2014 FIFA World Cup. See ya.